single family, then we moved to this really nice house.
Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does.
Yep.
Then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time. Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had they had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's
Yeah.
such a.
so you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
Talked about it.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at a
for
shit.
years,
I can't
man.
fight anybody right now.
I am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like a Brazil. It would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
Like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny, and I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously, and that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. There's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Junior Dos Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. Yeah, that'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like The worst fight ever. How'd
How
he
bad would
die?
it be if you got
MMA fight, bro.
killed in the cage? You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
All right, everybody. Bro Plata here. Ray Highclack. Tim is not here today. I got to take the loop off to do this. But in his stead, the man, the myth, the legend. Where is my goddamn sounder? There it is. Pulse Reloaded is here. Yay. Hi, buddy.
What happened? Where's Tim?
Tim is house sitting for Alan. So he is watching the dogs. He's watching the dogs. He's watching the cats. He's watching them in the house in Lakewood. It's beautiful. So it's just me and you today, buddy, and good for you. I actually fucking watched some of the fights because I didn't have to pay for them, apparently, which is hilarious. I saw people complaining about the fights being delayed on like Facebook and Twitter and X. I was going between, and ESPN decided to do the right thing and make the fucking pay-per-view free that Sunday. I thought that was pretty cool of them to actually do that.
Yeah. What'd you think of the fight, the main event?
To be honest, I had it 2-2 going into the fifth. I did not have a 3-1 anywhere on a scorecard for Ankalaev in the slightest, because he was being. What were they giving him? Oh, the fact that he was hugging him up against the fucking cage, like the MMA Guru said, which we'll talk about his post here in a second. I did not believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. Fucking, he got naughty on X, dude.
Okay. Man, two people just left. I'll say this.
It's all good.
I'll say this. Okay. So, yeah, Ankalaev attempted 12 takedowns and was not successful on any of them, right?
No.
But control time is a thing.
I don't think control time should count up against the cage. As a judge, that's not control time to me. Control time would be on the ground. You have him down there, and you are controlling him on the cage. Or not on the cage, on the mat. I don't get why the cage gets so much like clout in a judge's scorecard. I really don't.
Okay, well, fair enough, but I'll say this, right? Like, let's be real. Alex Pereira is the Terminator, and like Ankalaev went in there and stood toe to toe with him and gave just as good as he get. The second round he rocked him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He rocked him. So I give him credit. I'll say this: if Pereira had retained, I would have been fine with that. If they called it a draw, I would have been fine with that. It was Ankalaev Anu, and I don't think it was a robbery.
I mean, it was close. I could definitely see it going either way, especially that what was it? The third, was it the first or third could have gone either way.
It was the third round. Third was like the swing.
Because again, second round, that was all Ankalaev. First round was kind of just not really doing anything for 5 minutes. And kicking each other. I mean, you could have thought either guy. It literally came down to a couple combinations in the first round. Second round, again, knocked him the fuck down. Did not expect that, and saw the spoiler on Facebook because ESPN MMA was like, "What a fucking round!" Like, what are you doing, dog? Like, don't tell me what's going on unless you're giving the pay-per-view away for free. I don't want to see shit. Just be like, Ankalaev knocks down Pereira. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine with that. Don't show me fucking video before I watch it on MMA Core, okay, for free. Don't make me choose.
Yeah.
ESPN.
Yeah, no, I get that. But all in all, like, Okay, so here's my thing. Like, I'm not part of the UFC brass, but I'm pretty sure, like, at this stage, Pereira has done enough to where he's gonna get an instant rematch later on this fall, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I, I'm not mad at Ankalaev being the champ. You know, he's earned this. He's earned this. But I wanted Pereira to keep the streak going because, like, let's be real. Now Ilia Topuria is their biggest star now. Like, we're at a time. Here's the thing: we don't do what these guys do. We just talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So I respect what they do for a living. I do. But we live in a time now where, like I've said before, Raquel Pennington and Bilal Muhammad are champions. With all due respect to them, they're world-class fighters. They're champion UFC fighters, but they don't move the needle, right?
No, they don't sell pay-per-views at all.
I wanted Pereira to keep this going. I wanted him to knock out Ankalaev in the first round. That way he'd have all that momentum to set up a potential matchup for him to go become a 3-division champion. Go in there and fight Aspinall if John Jones and Aspinall won't get it on, you know?
Yeah. That should be the next heavyweight fight if it's not John Jones. Because who's Aspinall really going to fight? Make him move up and see if he can defend the belt against him at heavyweight. And I think Pereira at heavyweight would be a fucking more of a problem because of his striking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, you're going to get the heavyweight wrestlers that are just gonna fucking prison shower his ass. I get that. But dudes who stand up and have the Muay Thai background against Alex Pereira, I think he clocks a few of those guys and fucking knocks them out. I really do. I don't see anything not bad happening to Alex Pereira outside of fighting a wrestler at heavyweight. That's going to be the big challenge for him.
Well, although
his takedown defense was fucking fire.
So you mentioned that. What's up, Johnny Smith? You mentioned that. I said Ankalaev had 12 attempts and was not successful. What's up, D-Man? Was not successful on any of them. So, I guess Pereira's work with Glover is paying off. Like he is successful. I've said this before about Sean O'Malley. You know, when a kickboxer comes into MMA, this is MMA. It's mixed martial arts. It's a mixture of martial arts. If you're only good at one discipline, you're sort of one-dimensional, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, but yeah, he does knock people. He does knock people out on occasion, and I wanted him to do that to keep this momentum going. Because if he had done that and they book a fight against Aspinall and he knocks him out, even if it's for an interim belt, that's 3 belts in 3 different divisions.
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy who cage fighting wasn't even on his radar 3.5 years ago. He could potentially go down as like the greatest UFC fighter of all time. They basically brought this guy in here because they were worried because Izzy didn't have any contenders, you know?
Never knew Pulse was Mexican. Honestly, this puts a little bit of a fly in the ointment. I'm kind of hoping they announce this if me and Tim go out together in September to Vegas. I'm hoping they redo it at T-Mobile in either September or October. I'm really because there's neither guy really has any competition right now at light heavyweight, and it was so close you can't not run this back.
No, I mean, yeah, they got to. They pretty much got to. It was a close fight. But my question is, who do you think the prognosticators in Vegas will have as the fave? I think right about now, because it was such a close fight, I think it'll be even money. I think it'll be a pick'em.
It could be a pick'em. I could see Ankalaev being a favorite by maybe 130, and Pereira being like a 125 underdog. Basically a pick'em, but you could make money. Like they'll give you enough to make money on either side.
I mean, like, let's just keep it real. In order for Pereira to get this belt back, like he's got to knock him out. Like you got to target that beard, and you got to put him to sleep, right?
Yeah, he looked kind of like when I was watching the fight today. He looked kind of the same way he did against Izzy, like in that second fight where Izzy beat him, and he went up to light heavyweight.
Well,
were retarded on Saturday. See, man. Okay, we'll get on that since you're.
Let me just to finish on echo what you were saying. So yeah, I don't know. I heard some people say that like he couldn't step on the gas or whatever.
He looked stiff. Like he didn't look like he was really there. I want to say, like it looked like he was partying at fucking Fontainebleau the night before and decided, oh, I'm gonna fight today. Like he just didn't look on. Like I didn't. His hands were low, and Uncle I was able to wrestle him up against the thing and wear him down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what did it. So, like, okay, so you know the guys that he's fought, the guys that he's beat, Adesanya, a striker, Strickland, a striker, KO both of them. Then Jiri Prochazka twice, or unorthodox striker, put him out. Jamal Hill knocked him out, striker, basic, but a striker all the same. Put him out. And then his last fight before this, Khalil Roundtree. Guy was on a 5-fight win streak, all of them finishes. And after overcoming some adversity early, you know what I'm saying, did him in, TKO'd him.
Got kicked in the dick.
Yeah, I saw. But, it's like so yeah. So did he lay up? Did he miss a layup? I don't even know what the phrase is. Did he just what was Saturday night? Was it off night?
Huh?
What was Saturday night? Was it just the off night for Chama?
I think it was. I think you definitely. Sorry, the fucking pen I have is nice. But no, I honestly think it was just an off night for Chama. I don't think this was indicative of who he is as a professional fighter. Oh, goddamn. I think Ankalaev fought the perfect fight. He gamed the system to win the fight. I agree with D-Man what he said with he didn't really like because that fifth round. If I had it Alex Pereira at the end. Like he couldn't take him down. He held him up against the cage the entire time. Really didn't do much. And I don't know what the judges saw. I mean, did the knockdown mean a lot?
Okay. Optimistically cynical. So I've said this before. To quote Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man. If you're going to take a man's belt and you do not finish him, then it's pretty much got to be unanimous that you went in there. I feel like a close decision should always go to the champion.
And
However,
I'll give a thing to your thing as well that you just said.
But I didn't think it was a robbery. But go ahead.
I kind of do because again, like he was going for takedowns, couldn't get him anywhere. Like that's where my big hang up on this fight is. I don't like. Sure, he landed enough significant strikes, but Pereira ate his fucking legs up, gave a lot of the shit back, and didn't get it. If he would have taken him down, I wouldn't say it's a robbery. But Pereira was defending every single time Ankalaev would try to do something. He slid out a few times.
Yeah.
Towards the end, like he got that hook and just went right off the cage. And Ankalaev, to his credit, stayed on him a few times. But dude, I mean, to say that he really had control time is baffling to me on when it comes to like judging. I
hear that, but like looking at it from the champion's perspective. Okay, so you're chopping them down with leg kicks, but at some point in time, you got to target that chin. You got to put him away, right?
Yeah, and I think he did with a couple head, like the one head kick fucked him up. I think it was a question mark kick to Ankalaev. Pereira's kicks were significant. Yes. To be fair, I need to rematch that fight. I never looked at the screen, so I might have missed. Yeah, don't listen to the commentary. Don't do that. Don't you? You gotta. I've fallen into this a few times, or I've had to rewatch fights a few times for this show because I'm not watching the screen because I'm fucking bored because nothing's going on. And I might have missed something and had to like re-fucking play it. I get that optimistically cynical, but I don't think he really deserved that fucking win. I think it should have gone split decision the other way.
Okay, but I'm just gonna say this. So in the rematch, I think we're gonna try to. I think Ankalaev, he's gonna try to do more of the same. He's gonna just try to hug him. Like he's not gonna try to. He's not gonna stand there and try to go toe to toe with a kickboxer of his ilk. So it's like if I'm thinking of it from Pereira's perspective, if he wants that belt back, you got to go at him early, right? You got to try to get him out of there early.
If I'm Glover Teixeira,
yeah,
yesterday, not today, yesterday, start immediately just working on pummeling away from the opponent to get out of any kind of situation. I get it's Ankalaev, I get that. But with enough training, I think, and especially with the takedown defense that he's had, like I was genuinely surprised at Alex's takedown defense now. Like I was really proud of him for being able to stuff those takedowns every single time.
Yeah, I mean Ankalaev, his grappling is legit, but I'm saying
his clinch work though his moving clinch work, I think, is what we really need to focus on Alex Pereira.
But not only that, like
pummeling needs to be done.
At moments in this fight, Ankalaev, even when they were standing toe to toe, he had Alex Pereira backing up. We've never seen that before.
That was a big factor that even Glover was mentioning in the corner in between rounds. Like which was you got to push forward a little bit more. He and Rogan, I think, was it DC? One of the boys said on commentary that like Alex Pereira does better on the front foot than he does backing up.
Yeah,
and he's got to be the aggressor. I'm not saying takedowns, but establish a hard leg kick to the calf early, and fucking we're off to the races, I think.
Yeah, calf kicks are fine, but at some point, I think in a rematch, he's got to go out there and try to like. Okay, what's the middleweight's name? He's famous for going in there and fighting like he's double parked in the parking lot. What's the guy's name?
Okay. That's a lot of motherfuckers, dude. Like you're asking a fucking.
What's the guy's name?
A haystack situation right there, kid.
No, he's like he. Okay, I'm gonna look him up right quick. If somebody in the chat knows, you know what I'm talking about. The middleweight. He went in there, fought Adesanya like that, and got knocked out. He was successful at it. Hold on. I mean, okay, we got radio silence. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go out there and like just balls to the wall, try to take the pin off in the first round.
He has to really kind of that's what I'm saying. He has to establish some dominance in the and be the guy on the front foot, back up Ankalaev. And I think if he gets him in there with a nice 2-punch combination, he can shut the lights off.
Derek Brunson is who I'm thinking of. He needs to go out there with the Brunson style and just go chin in the air and just go after him.
Oh no, not chin in the air. Tuck that bitch and move.
I mean, so to his credit, like, okay, well, opposite of that one Izzy fight, was still to this day, that was just funny the way that happened. But other than that, we've never seen Alex Pereira chin other than that, right? And I know that Ankalaev might have the power to do it, but if I'm him, you can't let it go to a decision again because that favors. No. Yeah, so you got to take him out, and you got to take him out early.
I'm fucking sure, dog.
Yeah.
Well, he needs, like I said, he needs to at least get a TKO win to really establish to the marks that Alex Pereira isn't over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the keyboard, MMA guru warriors out there, and fucking you get those guys, and you're just like, you need to calm your tits, bro. Like, he's Alex by God Pereira. He filled that goddamn void that was left, which I called, by the way. And he fills that void of a boogeyman in a division. Ankalaev could be that guy. We don't know yet. But if you look at Alex Pereira's line of work so far at light heavyweight, the guy didn't surpass John Jones, but he did a damn good job walking a few feet in his shoes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. If he had went in there and KO'd Ankalaev, he's basically cleared out the division.
He's the
look at it. No, I mean he's cleared it out. Like Jiri twice.
Did he beat Jan?
Jan Blachowicz, yeah. So he's cleared. So there's nothing left for him to do except go up to heavyweight, in my opinion. So
yeah, and that was, I think, what Dana was hoping for.
Me too.
When he was hanging out with the likes of Theo Vaughn and Bert Kreischer. Did you see Kreischer?
You know, I've been meaning to tell you. You kind of remind me of a younger Bert Kreischer.
Except I'm a lot more self-aware than that man. Like the way he talks and everything, like I can get bad when I'm stoned. What's Johnny Smith? Ank isn't losing anytime soon. It could happen, Johnny. I mean, okay, we'll hold you to that. Pulse, put that up on the screen real quick. We're gonna hold Johnny Smith to that for the rematch in about 6 months. We'll hold you to that. We'll do that. We'll do it because I think the rematch we may get a third fight if it's completely fucked, like where Pereira beats him.
Yeah,
I think you run it back for one more. This
fight wasn't like a slobber knocker, to quote JR. It wasn't that. It wasn't a
no. It's a very technical fight, which I like.
Battle. That's what I'm saying, but it wasn't Ngannou versus Lewis either. So it was a good, thank God it wasn't that,
That's my, if anybody ever asks me what the worst fight is, like a casual is like, what's the worst fight you've ever seen? I immediately point them to that fight and just be like, you watch it. You understand why it's so bad.
So I've said that. So I've asked that before. Is it that one or is it Kimbo Slice versus Dada?
At least there was offense in Kimbo versus fucking Dada. Like, it was like you and me fighting in the fucking, like, Ngannou fucking Lewis.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, let's be real. On paper, that's one of those fights that you would swear before it happened, somebody's going to sleep. But the only people who ended up sleeping were the people watching it.
Man, and you're talking about UFC. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you. I've been trying to do this for years, Moss.
Right.
I'm a coherent show.
Right.
But now we're okay.
We're called Bro Plata. We're that is a maneuver in combat sports. So
Johnny Smith, I want none of those. Thank you.
But I have to give credit. Terrible. I have to give credit. The last show. That interview, that was pretty good. That was an entertaining convo.
Yeah, Mark's the shit. If you haven't seen that episode yet, go back and watch it. I'm going to clip the interview this weekend. Mark Riccadonna, who's a fellow comedian. He's fucking one of the best human beings in the world. And Paul, you should listen to his advice, do all the things he said, and you'll be fine.
No, he seems like a genuinely great guy,
Yeah, dude. I mean, I spent, with the exception of maybe an hour at the LA Comedy Club, Friday night when I went out to Vegas, I spent it with Mark, and we left a casino at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, man. What kind of debauchery did y'all get into?
Believe it or not, we just played Keno at the casino bar, like the actual bar you sit at, and enjoyed this magic thing that's no longer on the Vegas Strip or downtown. But if you go to certain casinos, they'll do this for you. You put money in, Pulse. I know this is a novel concept for casino owners now to think, but I put money into a machine that has Keno or video poker, something at the bar, and guess what I get, Pulse? A free fucking drink. I don't know how that happened. But a free fucking drink pops into our fucking laps every 5 minutes. It was fantastic. Black Beast versus Ngannou was one of the worst fights. Yes, it fucking was, dog.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Horrible. That's probably like I said, at least with Dada and Kimbo, they were throwing hands. It was like a fucking some kind of matador bull situation where nobody wanted to do anything. Like with Ngannou and Lewis, worst fight ever, and I would tell that to the Black Beast himself.
Well,
Like, that fight sucked.
So for Lewis, I think he had like a sprained back or something like that. I think Ngannou was scared of getting knocked out.
Well, get a fucking backiotomy. I don't know what to fucking tell you to Lewis. And then fucking Francis with that fight, I forgive him kinda.
Yeah.
Because he ran into the GOAT of the heavyweight division. Yuri versus Glover was horrible.
That's a
I
trope.
mean,
that was great.
It was great for Yuri. I mean, it was great for fucking Yuri. But dude, you want to talk about a fight where it hurt my feelings just to watch. That was one of them. And then, believe it or not, it was the Lewis versus DC fight before that, where DC just fucking straight up, feminized Derek Lewis in front of us and rolled him around. You remember that? Do you remember that fucking shit? Where he just where DC has his back and he's just I'm spilling beer, fucking rolling, goddamn, like, dude, what?
Yeah,
And Ngannou I give a pass to because he ran into the greatest heavyweight of all time. Like,
that was directly after the Stipe fight. So
DC, both guys fought the two greatest heavyweights in UFC history, right there, like bar none. And got fucking just mollywopped. So I can understand why, but it still sucked. Like, somebody should have at least thrown a pie, right? Like,
are you putting DC over Kane?
Yes.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why. That medal that around DC's neck, like he being an Olympic athlete and all that. Kane, we didn't see enough of Kane. In my opinion, too many injuries, didn't really do much after the Lesnar fight. Thank you, D-Man. I appreciate you. He did. He turned him into a fucking bitch right in her fucking eyes. Like, I'll never forget. I was watching it for free on a fucking website and just being sad that Derek Lewis was just being turned into a toddler. Like, it was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, no offense to the Black Beast. If I'm in Houston and I'm at a comedy show, I said none of this. Okay. Thank you.
Well, so how about the if you wanted to get into it, the co-main, Fiziev versus Gaethje rematch. Now, like,
yes,
Gaethje. So I guess the fight between Islam and Topuria is not finalized, although I heard Topuria relinquished his 45 belt. So I don't know if is that true?
Yeah, Dana confirmed that a while back, like a couple weeks ago, that Topuria was vacating 145 and going to move up to 155, which he kind of earned. And I don't think we've talked about this, Pulse, but after I finish my thought, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I mean, Topuria did everything at 145 he could. He beat Max Holloway. I mean, you're in one of the intros talking about how great the Spaniard is. Like, he fucked him up. Like, holy shit. After one of the greatest fights ever in Holloway and Gaethje at UFC 300, but it made him look like nothing, Topuria. Like, it was awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of for, because I think he's done at 155 or 145, move up, do his thing. Here's my question for you, Pulse.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact that UFC is no longer allowing champ status?
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Oh, so that's why he relinquished it.
Exactly.
He was forced to.
Yes. Which I'm fine with. I'm kind of over the champ thing. Like, I don't care
Okay,
If
so
you do
D-Man brings up a
this-
good point. They still had some contenders at 45. Diego Lopez, Mozart Evloev. They had some contenders, but
Well,
I think he
Diego's
would've-
fighting Volk, so they fixed that problem. If Diego becomes the 145 champ, he earned it. Like he really, like that dude deserves his flowers.
sure. Arvo getting it back, he solidifies himself as arguably the best featherweight of all time.
Yeah, but again, you do have the guy at 50 that just moved up to 55 that beat you pretty handily. I mean,
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true. But I'm going to say this. So I was only mentioning that because Gaethje says he wants to throw his shot in there, and I only mention that because, listen, Islam is what he is. I think he's pound for pound number one. But the thing is, Morikano put him down briefly in their last fight. So he has been knocked out before. So I want to see him against a striker who can touch him up. Gaethje could do that. Topuria could do that. So,
I mean, the Topuria fight, I think, will be more for Islam.
You think?
Than Gaethje, because if we get the Justin Gaethje that we got on Saturday, that's your 155 champ. Like that, he beat the shit.
No,
Rafael Fiziev for 3 rounds, dog. Like he bitch slapped him multiple times, and it was the uppercut. And did you notice, by the way, that he didn't have UFC rating on his gloves?
No, I didn't. Wow.
I noticed that. My little ADD brain decided to like fixate on the fact that Rafael Fiziev, anytime he'd throw a punch, you'd see the white of the UFC logo. And then Justin Gaethje's over here like Tank Abbott, just like fucking doing his thing, man. Like Volk, I think has maybe one more in him. Like I think one more good run, but I don't think it's long. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 fights max. But to watch Justin Gaethje just beat the shit out of Rafael Fiziev the way he did, dog, like nuts, fucking crazy. The knockdown in the first round. I mean, he got in there and fucked him up with that. The ability. What shocked me about him, dude.
Yeah.
And I love your shirt, by the way. I'm wearing my Jim Cornette thank you, fuck you, bye t-shirt today. What was beautiful about it was as he used that left hand as like a fucking compass. Like,
he guided it. He guided it.
Beautiful. Fucking, I'm a striking fan. I grew up on boxing. That was my first love before I discovered MMA and really got into it. But like, man, to watch him just go like this, just a simple on the neck. As soon as he knows he has the neck, just you're like, yeah, bitch. Like that was fucking science. It was gorgeous.
Yeah. So like the thing is, right? Like my question is, can he put Islam away? That's what I'm interested.
Well, I mean, here's my thing. If he does the performance he did against Fiziev, yes. If it's Topuria, I think he beats Topuria if Islam loses to Topuria. Because that's the next fight I think that they need to make is Topuria and Islam. But Justin can wait. No offense.
Okay, I hear that. But Slim, what if he wins? Wouldn't it be weird? What if Topuria goes in there and knocks out Islam, becomes the new 55 champ? Your boy Eminem. No, what if he?
I was like, that was a good use of that. I'll clap when I hear it.
But that might set up Gaethje versus Topuria. That would be
and I think Topuria loses.
I
think Gaethje owns his ass. I really do, because he's a better wrestler.
No, but I mean, after what Max Holloway did to Gaethje, I can't say that you're wrong. Like that was the good.
They mentioned that in the fight commentary where it was the chin is there, he just had a massive war with one of the greatest boxers in the history of the sport. Like Max Holloway, for all intents and purposes, we'll get to that, dog. Like, I don't think they've picked Bobby Green's brains out.
Hey, bro. Hey, okay, yeah, we'll get to that, man. So somebody alerted me that before I even started watching the pay-per-view, somebody told me, he's like, my boy D, you know D. He's like, Bobby Green just got knocked out. I'm like, no. He's like, yes, spinning heel kick. Wait till you see it. And I saw it, and it was like, it was so smooth. It didn't even look real. It looked like
it didn't look like he touched him at all. We'll talk about it in a sec because I'll admit I didn't watch the full fight, but I watched that KO, and I have opinions on Bobby Green now. But and no disrespect to the King, but like,
no, I mean, okay, we'll get into it, but yeah, he's we'll get into it.
But I think, honestly, Justin Gaethje against Ilia Topuria at 155 for the belt.
Oh,
Topuria gets his fucking trophy. Like, Gaethje gets his trophy over Topuria.
We get a good fight. Like, that's going to be a stand-up war.
Son.
We will see blood, too. Like, somebody's good.
I'll pay $80 for that, bitch. Let's go.
I won't, but I'll watch. You know what I'm saying?
I'll get the link from you. Whatever works. I don't give a fuck.
But you know, it's just, I mean, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Like Islam, like he is what he is. He's just those daggies, man.
Not to side with the MMA guru on here, but Islam, I've said it many times. I love the man, not the religion. I think Islam is probably the greatest 155er since Conor McGregor. Excuse me, hold on. I need to do my Stephen A. Since Conor McGregor. And I don't show respect to the other guy.
Yeah. Well, the other guy is the mentor of the current pound for pound, and he's the guy who beat the hell out of Conor McGregor for 5 rounds.
Hey, you know what? That era is over. That was the dark ages. We're in the light now. We have a guy who can do everything and not just hug guys on the ground and grapevine their fucking legs. We got a guy who can do everything, not just one thing.
How soon you forget that he rocked Conor across the cage
while moving backwards. It happens. Whatever. I'm not gonna I don't care. It didn't really do that much damage.
What?
It didn't. Conor fought more. That didn't do shit. His pillow hands suck. But Islam has fucking real hands.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right?
Moss, I'm a Conor dick rider, but I'm ride or die. Like, I'm in it to win it. Let's go, baby. Let's
baby. It's funny you mention that. It's too bad he got rich and like
hard to train in silk sheets, Pulse. It's hard to train in silk sheets.
I heard that quote from my dad about Marvin Hagler, coming up. But like, I'm just gonna say it sucks because imagine him in this division. I'm like, we're missing out on so many great fights. Him against Chandler and Gaethje, Conor, the good part.
Yeah,
but I think that honestly, that war against Nate Diaz took a lot out of him,
and also the cubic zirconia knockout.
Oh yeah,
the Poirier knockout. He took a little bit of Conor, I think, too, with him, and you know what? He did his thing. I'm always, whatever, dude. It happens, and if you're mad at Conor for who he is, you don't understand combat sports. Like, that's who those guys are, a lot of them. Like,
no, you're not lying. Like, that is the archetype of a lot of fighters. They get rich. Some of them seemingly turn to drugs, and they just crash out.
Seemingly, Pulse.
A lot of them do. I think it's like you got to deal with the pain of they're getting hit in the head. You know?
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it's just being fucking constant, like you said, fucking constant brain damage does cause that. It's the addictive personality comes out that way.
Right.
That's how Roseanne became a fucking psycho. She got like hit by a car as a kid.
Oh wow.
And it changed her completely. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, I heard Bernie Mac say it once. Most comedians have dealt with a lot of trauma. That's how they develop their funny, to deal with everything that they've been through.
You wanna hear one of my favorite examples that a comedian has done in a joke? It's Mark Maron. I don't agree with him a lot on a lot of things, but he's a funny fuck, and I respect him for being a funny fuck.
Oh boy, what did he say?
He had a bipolar father, like just up and down, constant father, and he has a joke about like his mom walking into the room being like, "Yeah, Dad's not doing well," and as soon as he hears that, he goes, "I'm on." That's what a comedian is. Like we had to make other people laugh as children to survive.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
that person. I was able to make my dad laugh. Luckily, like my dad found me very funny. And it helped.
Yeah, no. So that's why I aspired to do it, because it's like I remember as a child, like anytime I could make a grown up laugh, like that was a superpower to me. Like I could make somebody else laugh.
Yeah, dude. When I got my first laughs as a kid, it was just doing dumb shit, and I was the pay attention to me kid. I was absolutely a fucking like, oh my god! Like I had my aunt come with me to like watch me do a swim test to use a fucking slide at my local pool. Like I was that kid. I was a promoter, and from the beginning, it was Carney was. If I wish I would have become a carny, I would have learned a lot more in life. I think, including how good heroin was. Who knows?
Okay, so what was the third? What was the third from the top? Was it that Lamos versus?
Yeah, I didn't watch that fight.
Yeah, it was a bathroom break fight for me.
Yeah, it's like a WWE women's match. Sometimes, unless I start hearing it's like I'm not giving a fuck. Like, no offense.
Okay,
or unless it's two bad bitches that I know I'm gonna get a good fight out of. Like.
Okay, but prior to that, was it the Bahamones versus
Let's take a look real quick.
Because that was while it lasted, it was a first round affair, but it was a pretty good entertaining scrap while it lasted.
I think I saw this on Facebook as well, because they were posting a lot of the shit. D-Man, by the way, talking about Ruffy after KOing Bobby Green. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember Ruffy, to be honest with you. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, we won't have a show Thursday, guys, by the way, just to let you know. Tim is going to be doing his thing still that he's going to, or he's still house sitting. I am actually accepting an award on behalf of a comic who I respect, and hopefully he wins. I gotta buy an outfit, Pulse. I gotta buy an outfit that's comparable to his.
A suit?
No. This dude has like straight up mental illness. Like he was in a bad car accident, like young. Just to let you know, Pulse, of the kind of people, once you start going to mics, because I'm going to start sending you mics every single day that I see come out of the Houston area comedy page that I'm on, just so we can get video of you doing it and then critique it on the show. I want to do that. We're going to be here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be very pro you because
Okay.
you did it. We're not gonna be like, that fucking joke was a piece of shit. Tim might, to be honest. Tim might.
No, I encourage you to be.
What was that, Pulse?
No. Be as critical as you listen. I appreciate
Yeah.
the realness. I like, tell me what I'm doing.
I would want you to videotape it on like with your phone propped on a rocks glass or something, and just you on stage with like a couple people to the left, maybe or right, depending on where you have the phone.
Okay.
And then just a shot of you on stage, and we will have it live on this show, a breakdown of Pulse's stand up once he does it.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. I mean, to be honest, it would be a great almost hazing, but a verbal hazing. We're not gonna stick a broomstick up your ass, fucking physically, because you joined the fraternity. We might do it verbally. We might make fun of you on some stuff, but we're not gonna shit on you for the entire thing. We'll give you advice because you're starting out. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want you to improve. We want you to get better. You know.
Thank you. Me too.
I want to take 10% of your annual income. That's no.
No, but getting back to this pay-per-view. So the Bahamonas versus Jalen Turner fight, first round submission. Did you happen to see this one?
No, but I will say bon voyages to Jalen Turner. Didn't he retire as well?
Called it a career. That was shocking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's in the prime of his career. What's going on with him?
Might not have it, dude. He might go into the gym every day with fucking, tummy issues. And let's see if, hold on, I gotta check to make sure it goes this time. Thank you. I updated it last week. It didn't go up, so I'm like, fuck. But he might go to the gym with his coaches and everything, and fucking not want to be there. You never know. I mean,
he's like 28 years old. He's in the prime of his career, although this is his second loss in a row. But he's only lost to legit guys. So Moicano, Hooker, Gamrot. He lost to Matt Favola. And
we were at the Gamrot loss. I mean, he got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
McGamrot beat his ass. That was one of the fights that stood out to me. Was that fucking? And didn't Gamrot take it on short notice?
I don't remember.
I think Gamrot took it on short notice. If I remember,
it's like to call it quits. Like I hope he's all right. I hope he's like there's nothing like seriously wrong with him or anything.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm kind of, for any fighter, because I saw in one night the retirement of Patrick Cote, of all people, and Rumble Johnson.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
I was at both of those retirements.
Yeah.
The most shocking one was actually Rumble. Like, when Rumble retired, you were like, what the fuck? Bro.
Yeah. Well, it was his second title shot loss, but
same way, too. Like, that was, same way, man. Like, getting choked out, rear naked choke against the Olympic wrestler. Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. At least it was a credible guy, Like, that's what I don't like to see when I keep going back to Frankie Edgar, man. He's getting knocked out by guys that, in his heyday, they couldn't even get in the ring with him or get in the cage with him. But yeah, let's get into this, man. This was like
Bobby Green's done. I don't
see how he's not.
I don't think he'll ever be able to. I mean, he went just fuck it. Does he have a broken nose from how hard he hit the canvas?
He might, but the whiplash of that kick, though, I don't know if we like. I feel like we'll get copyrighted if we show it, but
You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tonight's the night where fucking Tim's not here. There's not a pissed mist on the show. Let's fucking show it.
But I will say this about Bobby Green. So this is a rough patch for dude. Like he's this coming off of that Patty Pimblett choke. You know what I'm saying? Then before that, who we just mentioned, Jalen Turner, put him out bad. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and then before that, like a few fights before that, he got knocked out by Drew Dober. So pretty bad too. So yeah, this might be the end of his career as well. He was great in his heyday though. Very entertaining.
That's a reaction.
Oh,
there we go. It's fucking TikTok. God damn it. Fucking TikTok. Sensitive content. What content? What? Fuck you, TikTok. This is technically sensitive. Look at this. Look at this, Pulse.
I mean, it's not like there was blood. Yeah, I see. Censor.
What? What? TikTok be run by fucking dummy libs. Like, this is fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck is that? Dog?
Yeah,
View that
well.
shit anyway, man. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, please. That's him.
Yeah, hold on. He's running around. This
Official.
gonna show the not what I wanted. Fuck off, TikTok, you sons of bitches. Fuck communism.
No, but it was a great
Xi Jinping.
it was a great spinning heel kick.
Yeah.
So would do you rank it on UFC all time spinning heel kick knockouts?
Oh, it's definitely top 5. It's definitely top 5. It's up there with Barboza.
Barboza's number one.
Yeah, that's the fucking chase card of any goddamn kick in the world. Like, if you were opening that, if they had a UFC fucking thing and a photo with its sign from Edson Barboza, it better be that fucking wheel kick, dog.
That wheel kick, we're talking about the same one on Terry Adams. That's top 5, maybe top 3 UFC knockouts all time on my list.
Yeah, if you're gonna really like look at it, number 1 should always be Joaquin Buckley, the mule kick. Like that's number 1, regardless.
On your list.
On God, dog. Like that's, and I can
My
tell you
list.
that man.
It was amazing. It really was amazing. Like when he held his foot and then in the way he fell, he was all. It was great. Yeah, that was a good one. But no, to me, number 1 will forever be, in my opinion, arguably the greatest thing we've seen in sports. I'm drawing a blank. Ben Askren getting his head caved in by.
Yeah.
Oh.
I could see that being somebody's number 1. I just like that'd probably be like two or 3 on my list.
No, it's on my number 1. He aced him in one fell swoop.
Insane, yes. Again, I respect it, but like probably my number 2 would be, just because, and I'm a homer, Stipe knocking out Alistair.
You were there that night, so that I know that holds a special place in your heart.
Oh, but again, the mule kick to this day beats that by like leaps and bounds. Like literally, if it was a graph, it would be like here's the mule kick. Here's Stipe beating Alistair Overeem in front of me for $200.
Yeah, no, but hearing you describe it, like when even hearing you describe the crowd reaction, being in the building when like he put him out,
It shook. I've never felt I think at the time I was 28. No, I was 27, I think. Yes, he is. Cavs are down 13 at the half. You left the game?
Wow.
you're leaving the game now? Or are you still there? If you're not there, you're not a real fan, Tim.
Tim must be making FU money. I can't
Well,
just.
no, he's just no. He makes he doesn't. He's on disability, so he does that. That's his thing.
Still to leave to like leave a professional basketball game at the halftime. You like I pay if I pay for the tickets. I'm rocking it out. I don't even care if my team is
He's
losing
a
bad.
basketball fan. He doesn't get it.
Teach his
That made
own.
him mad. Probably he's in the he's in the thing of fuck you, Ray. I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan. Although I don't know who's on the Rockets right now, so I'll admit that. I root for the team, even though are we dog shit this year?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of burnt out on basketball. I stopped watching during the pandemic when they were in that bubble.
Yeah.
I'm like strictly MMA and boxing.
I will say this though, the Cavs this year even have me interested. Like the games they have been in that have been close in the last couple seconds or them blowing out teams by 20 or 30 points. I mean, they could go deep in the playoffs. I see them being Eastern Conference Finals, but I may have put money on them losing earlier today, taking a page out of the Ray Hyclack book of sports fandom. Goddamn right. You do
I
that.
don't know now why I'd rather play basketball than watch basketball. Oh, D-Man brings up a good one. I forgot about that. The elbow. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, well, that's top. That's
It was
top.
great because it's like he did that on accident, bro. He
Sanhagen's
really
knee
knocked it off.
that, in my opinion, to Frankie Edgar. I think Sanhagen's knee has to be in like probably number 5 in my list.
No, number 5 on my list is what Francis Ngannou did to Alistair Overeem. I remember watching it live. I thought he killed him. I honestly thought he killed him.
You remember the memes of that? You remember like
4.
the memes that went around?
No. Yeah, bro. I remember one of them. They sent him to outer space. It was the. You remember the Magic School Bus? I can fly twice as high, and like whatever. Yeah, they sent him out.
You're thinking of you twice as high, butterfly in the sky.
In the sky. Yeah, that's it. But no, number 4 on my list is what Chandler did to Kukui. That was another one. That was scary because he was on the mat for like 5.
We'll have to. Next time is just you and I.
Yeah.
Because again, I won't be here Thursday.
We can do a knockout tier list. It's about time we do a tier list. Everybody else has done one.
I agree. And then we'll also do like a class list too, like class A, class B, class C, like knockouts where you're like, this fucking shit was dumb. Like F.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like I don't. Does it beat Sanhagen fucking taking the soul from Frankie Edgar though?
Yeah, so I remember that one. It's not even on my. I don't even think that makes my top 10. To be honest with you.
Really?
No.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do a list. I like it. Next time you and I and Tim can't be here, drinking a $25 Jack and Coke.
Yeah, he's making that few money, man.
No, Tim does not. I make more money than Tim, probably on an annual basis.
Concession prices at arenas, that's where they get you. Like that's where they're gonna get you, man.
Unless you have the hookup like I had, Pulse.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had a friend that had like a fucking season ticket that was like super special for anything?
No, but I wish I did.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Double with tip. Yeah, I can imagine. But I got to go. We have a hockey team here now called the Cleveland Monsters. Were you an Arrows fan back in the day?
So I remember them. They were in the IHL.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Was one of their first employees.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
she got hired right after they announced the team. And actually, the goalie at the time was a former Cleveland Lumberjacks goalie. Rob Dobson was his name. When they first started in '94, we used to go to the Summit every Friday and Saturday to watch games. Yeah, I spent my 6 and 7 year old life, or my 5 and 6 year old life, at the Summit. It was dope. Like, fuck Joel Osteen, by the way. Fuck that piece of shit, that white devil. Fuck you. But
these are the opinions of Ray Highclack.
You don't go to his.
I do not know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I've never met him. I don't know. I mean, I hear people say this. Everybody calls him the devil. I'm like,
when you, my friend, who's also, I'll tell you the name afterwards, but it rhymes with a friend you have. But when y'all were fucking suffering.
So I have to mention that. That is a misnomer. And I'm not even coming to his defense. Time they mentioned that with Hurricane Harvey, I believe it was Harvey.
Whichever one, he didn't have anybody come inside.
You know what? I gotta make a video about that on my channel.
It's the Summit in Houston. It can
That's my point. It wasn't his call. Because you know that the Summit is elevated. It is above sea level. Yeah. Right?
Safe ground.
I'm pretty sure that if he had let people in the bottom of that, in like the basement of the arena at that time, or the church, what is the church now? Yeah. I feel like the water would have rose up and they would have drowned. If you think he's evil for locking them out, could you imagine if people died and he let them in there? Like, they'd call him the devil. Like, I don't know.
I honestly, I think he'd get a lot more points if it would have been like he tried, because dude has jets, bro. Like, he's the righteous the righteous.
I feel that way. I feel that way about a lot of these mega pastors. Like, y'all are balling.
We had one up here for decades. Fucking Ernest Angley. Ernest Angley was fucking in Akron, bro. Like, that guy was a fucking swindler. Not as bad as Olstein, though. I don't trust a motherfucker that looks like him. He looks like Gavin Newsom. I don't know.
He kind of does, though.
Yeah, he does, right? Like, ugh.
What did you say the guy's name? Ernest what?
Ernest Angley?
Ainsley, okay.
Yeah, or Ainsley or something. Ernest Angley, Akron, Ohio. My grandmother used to fucking have him on.
He been a valet in the 1980s for WWF.
He does look like fucking Percy Pringle, doesn't he? He fucking looks like Paul Bear. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see. He's giving Paul Bear. That's what I see.
Like, that motherfucker. I remember there were times watching that fucking prick. Just real quick, I got a like. Win Sundari, thank you for the like on Facebook. We are on Facebook again, by the way. So if you want, if you're banned, or if you're on our like follower list, subscriber list on YouTube, and you're banned from YouTube, do a favor. Go to our YouTube page at BroBroPlata. Follow us there. If you get banned from YouTube for commenting bullshit in other places, we're never going to ban you. We're never going to do any of that unless you get racist. But that's even a thin line. Go to our Facebook page at BroBroPlata. Go to our Instagram page at BroBroPlata as well. Give us a follow. My goal this year is to really kind of either hire somebody to do our fucking shit or get more active in social media somehow. But our Facebook, we do live on there. We're YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. That's our places we go. Working flurry.
What is that?
Yeah,
German?
that's fake. That's a bot in our Twitch channel. Don't if you want to be a mod, feel free to message us on our Discord, Bro Plata. Find us. We're there. Oh, fuck, man. What a day.
What happened to you?
Just a long day at work, man. Like I was fucking a lot. And I dragged a lot out today because I was like, I'm gonna make it a full day today. Tomorrow's gonna be my like.
Okay, so
day.
that rodent saw a shadow. So I'm wondering, what is the weather like up there in Northeast Ohio?
Right now it's in the 40s. We were at like, I think we were in the 60s yesterday. And then it dropped down. I think the temperature last I checked was like in the 50s. So we're finally getting above freezing here. So my busy season's gonna be fucking nuts.
Oh, I see.
Fucking bonkers the next
That's good for
probably
you.
5 months. Right before we go to Vegas, I'm hoping. So
Yeah, no, business will pick up.
dude, no, it does every year. Like there's a 3-4 month span where it's like, god damn, dude. Like once we hit July, it becomes and that's why I tell you, dude, like you live in a hot weather city.
Yeah.
They pay well.
Yeah, but
Just use fake piss. That's all I'm asking you.
no, honestly, I'm thinking about coming up there, man. I really am.
Well, dude, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this on the show. I've told Danko, I think. Yeah, I told Danko, I think, on the show.
Are you moving down here?
No.
Yeah.
Close to it, but no. I'm thinking about moving to the fight capital of the world.
You're gonna actually head to Vegas
Yeah.
to live?
Yes.
Oh man, you know what?
Yeah,
How are you?
fucking meet him while I'm out there so I can have a place to move if it goes well.
You know what? I might join you. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna live in Vegas.
Like, and my thing is, I'm looking to I'm gonna. My bosses don't fucking watch this show. No, nobody fucking calls me on from work. If they do, no offense. It's a feeling I've had for a while of I need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
And like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I need to just head west for at least a year or 3 or till I'm fucking dead. Who knows? But I think Vegas would be the best for me. Want to know why, Pulse? And I'll tell you, I've thought about this. I
just not to interrupt. As long as you don't say the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, we're good. Oh, but go ahead. We know why.
None of the trappings of Vegas on a tourism level.
Okay, cool.
I fell in love with that city the last time I was there. I got to see a cool arts district, which, like, Cleveland really doesn't have. No offense. Like, we're the comics. Every comic that does a show weekly in Cleveland, we're probably some of the biggest stars in the arts of fucking Cleveland. There's not a lot going on here. Food, I'll never have a fucking not an option to eat. Like, from cheap to fucking expensive, I'm gonna have everything. Gambling, okay. I can go to Harrah's and play dollar slots or whatever on a fucking Friday night if I want. But
maybe you can win the lottery and buy the travel lodge and renovate it. Would you renovate it, or would you
travel lodge in Las Vegas? That has to be.
Would you renovate it, or would you demolish it?
I would demolish that and then build a new circus on top of it.
Oh man! Oh, so Circus is officially gone?
No, well, what they're doing is they're actually up for sale right now. So the new ownership, right, you're leaving your kid. Stop acting. I love you. I don't have children actually. I don't have any, like, besides my mom and my brother. I don't have any ties here, Pulse. Like I don't have any. I don't pay child support. I don't pay alimony. Never been married. Fuck it, dude. Let's get a cougar to pay my bills. Let's go.
Are you originally from there or from here?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I was born here, but we lived in Houston in like the early 90s, 93 to 96.
Okay. So you've seen it all up there? You've seen it all? You just want to...
Yeah, man. Like, it's Cleveland's Cleveland. Like, I'll rep it to a point, but like, I'm not a sports fan of Cleveland. I'm not like, Drew Carey's a hero, obviously. Kim Whitley, David A. Arnold, the comedians from Cleveland are my heroes. Our food scene is pretty okay out here. It's not great, but it's okay. And yeah, I love Vegas, bro. Like, I love that town. I spent a week there and was miserable, but at the same time, I'm like, I was in Vegas for a week and experienced a sandstorm. I want that on a regular.
You want that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's better than fucking snow. December to fucking March or fucking February or May.
I feel that. That's
like, I'm fine with that, but fucking get me the fuck out. I want hot temps, bro. Give it to me.
Okay, well, you say that though, but wait, okay, you don't like summertime in Texas has got me to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna go to Ohio, man. Like,
I don't blame you, but I haven't experienced that enough.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's valid.
I don't want weather. Like, I want weather sporadically. Like, there was I saw a video of somebody outside of, where was it? The Wynn or something. Or was it Fontainebleau? One of the casinos, their parking garage flooded. It was draining because there was rain finally in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. And I would love that. Because it'd be like, oh, a little bit of home, some actual weather. And then you're like, fuck yeah, I live in the desert, bitch. You know, like, the scorpions are the thing that'll creep me out. The geckos I was kind of used to in Texas. Did you ever have one of your family members grab one of them geckos that got in your house with tongs and just toss them out the fucking window?
I've grabbed one by the tail. I don't know how I was this nimble, but I just picked it and I just got it, and I was like, and it was all like, and I just flung them.
So this was when we were living in Mission Bend, Pulse. This is one of my first memories that I can, vividly say I was there for this. Mm-hmm. My dad, who had been in Houston in the 80s, he's had 3 children. I'm, by the way, the only child, I found this out, not born in Houston, Texas.
Oh.
I was the Cleveland kid. But he lived in Texas in like the mid 80s, around like when Paul Bosch was huge and, all that shit. But my dad was a big fella and didn't give a shit. And I remember one time being in the kitchen of our house in Mission Bend, and him being like cleaning the fucking thing, looking out at the bramble patch, which became, by the way, a mega church. The fucking place behind my house is a mega church out in Mission Bend now.
Oh.
Yeah, dog, for real. It's kind of funny. But all of a sudden, I'm behind my dad and I see a fucking gecko pop his head out of our kitchen window to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And my old man, without missing a beat, was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And grabs this fucking gecko that's like puffing the neck out and everything. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've seen them before.
Where it's like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Grabs this little bastard by the fucking neck and tosses him into our yard. He cleared our fucking cement deck. I'll never forget that as long as I live. My father just being like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And just throwing that goddamn gecko. Anytime is it Progressive? Who did the gecko?
The insurance.
Geico.
Oh, no, Geico. Yeah.
Anytime I saw the Geico thing, it would give me PTSD to that day. Because I'm like, you don't fucking humanize those fucking things. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fucking things suck. Oh, I hate geckos, bro.
Yeah. Well, part of the ecosystem, I think.
They are. They're geckos, bruh. But Pulse.
Yo.
I did want to kind of talk about this.
Okay.
Real quick here. I'm gonna bring this up. We have new. I'm trying a new feature on the StreamYard, which is these scenes you can do. So I'm just gonna put this up. And this was the MMA Guru.
Oh yeah, let's get into this.
Yeah, because I don't want to end the show on this. I kind of want to end it on like a kind note. But I do need to say, like, do you really have to say this on fucking X? Like, you can have this opinion. I'm not saying there isn't any wrong in this, but don't share this on fucking X, bro.
Yeah, Guru is at a point now where, I mean, I feel like he's taken as legit MMA media. He started out as a troll. Now he's sort of leveled up to where he's legit MMA media. So I feel like he has to kind of watch what he says, because, you can get banned.
Yeah.
And yeah, no. And this is straight out of the Colby Covington, like, you know what I mean? It's like, in terms of the cousin stuff, like, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying there isn't anything wrong in the bottom of the statement. There's a few things that are in there where it's like, no, that's your opinion, man. But like, the hold on, which one is it? Fourth one in is a true one. The cousin one, that's your own preference. We all have West Virginia. It's fine. Same thing goes with the second one. Dumb and Ugly. I actually think Uncle Live's a good looking dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's got model quality to him. If he didn't have the beard. Like,
are you talking about Freak Goblin?
No, I'm talking about the one before Freaking Goblin.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't Connor say something about Khabib like that? I don't know
how old Khabib's wife is. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. So
there was child marriage in all of those texts of religion, regardless.
You think MMA Guru takes Ambien? Because this reminds me of when Rosie O'Donnell, like, that's why I think that's why the show got canceled, if I'm not mistaken.
She got killed off because of the Sierra from Planet of the Apes.
I remember, like, they
Controversy.
took her off the show. It was like it was her. The show was called Roseanne. Then they just get.
And then they changed it to The Connors, and it fucking sucked afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
oh
my gosh.
Yeah, dude.
How much flack is he catching?
I mean, he defended. I looked at his page. Like, I had to scroll up on his page because he was like quote tweeting people and, you know, like responding to people calling him fucking probably Islamophobic, which, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's right there in front of your face if you want to read it. I'm a freedom of speech absolutist when it comes to like that thing. So I'm not gonna say that he isn't in the wrong for what he's doing. It's just when you start to really put opinion in there, when you're like freak and goblin, and you can tell he doesn't like my Uncle Ahmed.
Yeah.
I like Magomed. I really do. I think unlike his other daggy fucking ancestor, he has skill and actual fucking talent. I mean, that was the Ben Askren years, was the Habib years. I mean, it was just fucking boring. We get actual good Dagestanis now, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But you can't do that, bro, especially when you have an audience like that. Like,
no, I agree with you 100%. Like,
be more funny about it. How about that, MMA Guru? Fuck you for not being funny about it. Like, be funny. Just don't. When you start throwing in like cousin fucking,
yeah.
There's a personal beef at that point. I would think, Pulse. No.
The thing is, it's gonna be funny. Like, one of these days, one of these fighters is gonna come see him in person.
I saw kind of the Drucius thing.
Yeah, Drucius. Yeah, well,
I didn't see much of that.
No, but like, you know, yeah, like that's the any critique I'll ever have of a fighter, I will have of a fighter. I won't mention their family or anything like that. But yeah. It was over the line. We'll see what happens. That's so I haven't. So I gotta check it out. I've been busy, but like I'm wondering how big is the UFC? Like,
it popped off. I know I had to go past more than 5 like quote tweets to really like see the actual post.
Yeah.
So he was kind of defending himself, and at that point, just slink away. And any kind of shit that comes your way, bro, don't let it get to you, but you shouldn't have said what you said. I mean, you got mad for no reason. I mean, Ankalaev, we said it earlier on the show that I feel Alex got robbed, but I'm not really mad about this like thing. I know there's going to be a rematch, so
it wasn't a robbery to me, but it was yeah, but okay. Well, he must be a big Pahea fan.
Apparently, he's a fucking jock rider, which you can't be unless it's Conor McGregor.
And on that note, folks,
we will see you next Tuesday. Marvin Vettori is fighting this weekend, I believe. So go watch that. Watch any other combat sport. We love combat sports in this show. We will not be here Thursday, because I am accepting an award if it's won on behalf of Marty Malloy, who is a dear friend. They're doing the Cleveland Comedy Awards, and I will be there. So we'll be doing that. Tomorrow I'll be doing a show, hosting at Rock Creek Kitchen and Bar. So that'll be fun. And yeah, we will see you at the Kumite, fam.